And good afternoon, everybody. We welcome you to the Danbury Ice Arena here in Danbury, Connecticut on YouTube and WFSB The Wax. Alongside Chris Legates, I'm Phil Jubileo, and this is Spice City FC Soccer. And the first of three huge games, and huge is perhaps an understatement. Games to wrap up the regular season. They will all be between Spice City FC and the current first-place team in the East Division of M2, United Elite Krajisnik. And Chris, I mean, this is a playoff series before the playoff series. The Final Four will be played mid-April in Des Moines, Iowa. This might be more engaging because it really does have that best of three vibe.
Yeah, we were talking about this before the game. And by the way, hello, Phil.
Hey there.
Happy Soccer Sunday in Danbury. And again, another great crowd coming in. And it has the vibe of an important game, Phil, right? We talked about this before the broadcast started, that today is the first of probably what would be a best of three series between these two teams. Now, listen, they played on the first match of the season. Both teams have progressed and really have transformed themselves during the course of this M2 season. I really want to see where both teams are at right now. Listen, you and I have done this for now almost 2 months. It feels like we've been going towards this game. This is where, as the standings continue to progress and the matches continue to progress, that we were headed for a collision course of these two teams and this sort of best of three series.
The lone blemish on the Spice City sheet this season was a 5-4 loss in the first encounter between these two teams. That was way back on December 29th. It was a game of runs. Krajisnik had a 3-0 first quarter lead. You saw Spice City come back. They got a couple in the second quarter. Ali Dauda, Adamar Campos had scored. Kalu, who is back in the lineup today for Spice City FC, tied the game in the third quarter, but then Krajisnik got two huge goals from Murshad Ahmadi and Mohamed Hamada, who we will both see in the lineup today. They got goals just under 40 seconds apart. Spice City FC got one late. It would not be enough, and Krajisnik picked up the 5-4 win up in Utica. These two teams were supposed to play here in February, but there was a snow event postponement. And next weekend, or should I say in 2 weeks, that's going to be the makeup game between these two teams. And then on the 13th will be the regular season finale. And, as a result, you get something really magical coming out of it to wrap up the regular season. The winner of the division will make the playoffs, the Final Four, coming up later in April. There's a slight chance the second place team in one of the other divisions may make it. It may be the second place team in this division, but there still are some games to be played. But both teams really looking like playoff squads heading into this game today.
Yeah, Phil, 100%. And I'll tell you what, if you're Spice FC and their organization, you couldn't have asked for a better end to the season where every match matters now, right? We talk about it as athletes, as competitors. You want every game to matter. And when you're getting towards the end of the season and these games have such an impact on it, this is great today. And I'm so excited for it. We've been talking about how these two teams have been on that collision course. But I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to this today for a couple reasons. I think from the last few games we've seen here, Phil, I think there'll be a different physical tone to this game. I think, with all to play for, I think you're going to see the tackles a little bit harder, the challenge is a little bit stronger, and the players going into it a little bit with more intensity today.
Certainly, and both teams have the ability to score a lot of goals, but you looked at the first encounter, and 5-4, when you consider these teams relatively low scoring. We will pause here for the national anthem. We'll come back and should be kickoff right there. So the national anthem has concluded. The kiddos are running off of the pitch. And Chris, you mentioned, again, the best of three between these two teams. Well, Spice City FC has the home court advantage in that sense because they have two remaining home games, and Krajisnik next week will wrap up their regular season. So this is a huge one. We will see Patrick Valello once again in goal for Spice City FC. He is 4-0. He has won all four previous home games for this team. On the other side for Krajisnik, Andrew Taylor, who is a Baldwinsville, New York native. He is 8-0-1 on the season, a 3.24 goals against, a save percentage just under 72%. Those are gaudy numbers for a league like this.
Yeah, 3.24 goals against. Is that what you said, 3.24, Phil? Is that right?
That is correct.
Wow, I'll tell you what. In indoor soccer, to be giving up less than 4 goals a match, unbelievable. And it says a lot about their commitment to defending and his ability in goal as well.
You look at a couple of players to watch on this Krajisnik team. Ricky Orozco, 34 points on the season in just 8 games. He's a goal per game, 26 assists. So he's going to distribute the ball today. And then Murshad Ahmadi from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He's usually the recipient of those passes from Orozco. 24 goals in 7 games. They've got a handful of other double-digit goal scorers in the lineup. Manny Silva, you've got Jorge Lozada and Christian Vera, all double-digit plus goal scorers this season for Spice City. It's a little bit more of a committee as far as it goes to goal scoring, and that's part of the danger of this Spice City FC lineup. So many guys can put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, Phil, this is a team, right? It's a team concept. You could tell by their organization that there is no one star. I know Amadi will be a handful today, but there are other players. You mentioned Orozco. I think he's a very, very good player. Almost like the metronome of the team as he goes. So they have the ability to play physical. They have the ability to keep the ball. As I was mentioning to you before the game, I was able to watch them last week against Baltimore, and the game got a little physical, Phil, and they didn't shy away from that at all. They almost invited that. I sense that this could be how it goes today as well. But I do say Amadi and Orozco are really the players to look out for here today.
Coming into today, Krajisnik played a pair of games last weekend against Baltimore, and they split those two. It was an overtime loss, 11-10 in the first game, and that must have set them off because they blew out the Arsenal in the second game, 10-1 the final score. And you mentioned things got overly physical. We'll see how today goes. As Will Arboleda is right at the midfield. He will start. Also out there is Adamar Costa along with Joao Vitor. You've got Junior Alencar on the pitch as well, and Eric Laurent. Those are your starters for Spice City FC as we get set for kickoff here in Danbury, Connecticut, and Spice City will get things started, and Valello will join the attack right away. And this is one of the trademarks of this Spice City FC team, the goalkeeper Valello often trying to help create an overload by joining the action.
Yeah, you want to make sure you keep the ball and take good care of it, Phil. We saw it twice last week when Valello came forward that Spice wasn't able to take care of the ball, and they gave up 2 goals based on that.
Last week, it was a scoreless first quarter between Spice City FC and Salisbury. In front, a good centering pass. They were looking for Arboleda to use his size to get an early score. Instead, we get a reset here just 38 seconds in. And last week, Chris, there was a lot of flow as far as not many stoppages in this game. I don't anticipate that to be the case, especially as you mentioned, the physicality potential between these two clubs.
Yeah, you're going to see a little elbow go in here, a little shoulder here and there. You know, last week, I think by the time we had our first break, it was 9 or 10 minutes into the game. Already we've seen 1 foul called, and you're going to see several more, I suspect, during the rest of this first quarter.
And Eric Laurent, who scored a goal last week, able to come and move it around for Vitor. And he pitches it back to Junior Alencar, sent up the right side. And there'll be a reset there. Knocked down was Adamar Costa, who at the huge game was the man of the match last Sunday. 3 goals, the hat trick, 5 points in total, nearly converted on a bicycle kick that got a lot of social media play. You just don't see it often, even when you don't score. And he didn't score in that opportunity.
He was brilliant, Phil, and he scored in a multitude of ways. They were brilliant goals.
So here comes Spice City. Andre Morrison back over to Kareem Russell. Over now to Dauda Ali. And Russell back at his line. Looks to move it ahead. Along the near wing side. Chipped over. Cut in. That was into the Spice City zone and quickly played back out. A couple of newcomers in the lineup for Spice City, at least compared to the past few games. Gustavo Candido, who is on the pitch wearing number 20. As Morrison moving it over, he finds Russell. Back to Morrison into the attacking zone.
Two players you definitely want to have with the ball, Phil.
Candido looks to help out. And we'll get a reset with 13-11 left in this first quarter.
You know, you're seeing less time for the Spice players with the ball than other teams that have come in here, Phil. You can tell here that Utica has a little higher press, right? They're going to make it difficult for Spice to have time on the ball.
As it is dumped into the corner of the Spice City defensive zone. First real attack of the afternoon. Along in the corner, Jorge Lozada being doubled. Good work digging in by Keely Sylvester. Couldn't get possession of it. Kicked across out to midfield. Candido trying to advance in the trailer. Will play it for Krajisnik. Clad in the black with the yellow trim. Kervin Kenton, Costa Rican native. Former defender at Detroit City FC. Has it back along the near wing side. Chipped in across the line looking for Lozada. And he'll play it back out to midfield.
Yeah, you see them with a true post player, someone they stretch high and look to play into the target and then play off of that player.
Mohamed Hamada knocked down. He was pushed down to the turf by Andre Morrison, the Clarendon Jamaican native. One of the goal scorers, the target on this team with 9 goals, second on the active roster behind Adamar Costa.
Yeah, got to do a little bit better in transition. They left a few players open there. Good thing that Krajisnik didn't play a little faster.
Amadi, and he lost that. Arboleda getting pulled, and it has been a whistle fest for the officials here. We've not even played 3 minutes of this first quarter, and we've had a handful as the long kick ahead by Maitunga, looking for Arboleda sharply from the corner and frustrated with himself as he bangs the glass as the ball goes out.
Looks like we may have a 3-line violation there, Phil.
Oh, yeah, that's yeah. You are correct.
Yep.
It's going to come back all the way the other way. He wasn't aware of that. But it will be a reset and waiting for the ball.
Yeah, this is everything we thought it would be, Phil. It's tight, right? It's very tight. Teams are feeling each other out. The players are going for it. This is good. This is good.
Villela is going to be tested very early on here.
Yeah, let's see what they have up their sleeve here, Phil. Is there going to be a little layoff for a shot? They're going to find somebody coming through the middle to screen Villela. Let's see what happens here.
Jose Tavares will move it aside. There's a hard chance, diving save.
Good save.
A second effort made by Patrick Villela to keep it 0-0. Had to play the ball twice as Vitor battling in the corner. Regained, chipped across out of the lunging foot of Amadi. And now over the netting for a reset with 11:44 left in this first quarter.
You know what, Phil? That second save is that's the one right there. You know, he had to get to his feet after the first one. It's up in the air. You got to get your senses about you. And he's able to now parry it away wide and away from the goal. Great job by Patrick.
Goalie reset, and Alan Carr will look to shake off Amadi. Has it. Oh, and Alan Carr's livid. He was trying to play it out now. It was a Utica player falling over and getting talked to right now is Manny Silva.
Yeah, the referees are going to have their hands full today, Phil. 100%.
Silva getting the talking to. It will be a kick here for Krajisnik in this scoreless first quarter of play. We maybe are going to be here for a while. I hope I had enough parking. I
Going to put another quarter in the meter, Phil.
I might have to. I said I was going to be able to depart by 6 o'clock, and right now I'm not feeling very confident about that. As a high kick off the centering pass, and it was off Amadi's right foot, the New Mexico native. It goes out.
You know, we mentioned last week, Phil, how important set pieces are going to be when you get into matches that mean something. Off the bat, 2 of them from Krajisnik, and they haven't been particularly good as of yet.
Vitor looking to gain midfield. He lost it on a trap, 2-on-1 the other way. And a great job there by Felipe Reis to get back and able to disrupt the cross. But Spice City not used to playing in their own zone. There's a turnover, a shot blocked in front, rebound off the post. As Krajisnik looking to attack and then knock down Ricky Orozco.
Great recovery defending, Phil, but then turned the ball over right in front of their goal, made up for it. But I'll tell you what, we haven't seen Spice under this kind of pressure before. So let's see how they handle it as a group. Don't get frustrated, right? Stay with it, boys. Encourage each other. Be accountable. It's okay.
Krajisnik pressing 2 in the defensive zone as they angle it off the boards. And then knocked down was Alencar.
I have 8 fouls between the two teams so far, Phil, and that's in 4 minutes and 1 second.
More guys are spending time on the turf than on their feet. Good speed coming through. Now drop back. Dauda Ali gets it over to Costa. Back to the keeper, Villela. He will attack Villela. He's got a strong foot. Decides to give off to Kareem Russell. We'll see if they vary it a bit and let Russell try to score from long distances. He's done that before. Now over to Dauda Ali. Turned over with an open net, and the shot goes in.
Yep. We talked about that, Phil. Again, we saw it last week twice happen. You see the pressure's different. The pressure from Krajisnik is different. It's harder. It's with more intensity. It's cutting off passing lanes, and it's making Spice have a hard time trying to keep the ball. Right there, the turnover leads to the goal. I think they'll learn something from that, and we'll see what happens going forward.
Manny Silva with the goal. 13th of the season, and it's 1-0 for Krajisnik here in the early going. So far, not much of an attack.
By number 11, unassisted on the play.
So Silva gets credited with the goal. They deem it unassisted for now.
Well, let's see how they play from behind now, Phil, right? We haven't had to see them play from behind very often.
Villela, unable to touch it, was trying to ward off a player. And let's see, we're going to have a kick here, it looks like, for Krajisnik.
Body language and emotion, Phil. I see it right now. It's got to be a little bit better from Spice right now. A little frustrated with each other. Work through it. It's 1-0. You got plenty of game left.
You have to go back to the home opener, which saw the Baltimore Arsenal score a couple early before a comeback.
All right.
There's a chance from the edge of the key off the right foot of Maldini Goncalves. And Spice City will have possession here. Down a goal with just under 5 minutes played in this first quarter.
Okay. Get some possession. Change the tempo of the game a little bit. Get those shots on goal now. You're fine. You're in good shape. No need to panic right now. Be positive with each other.
Oh, and this will actually stay. It looks like last touch was off of Spice City. It'll stay with Krajisnik following some substitutions. And played back out midfield. Thaisan Dos Santos. And Villela able to play it. Sends it long. And off the foot. Nicely played. That's Andre Morrison. Over now to Alencar.
Good ball.
Cross. Keely Sylvester. Or check that, Eric Laurent. Into the attacking third. Played it back out to Joao Vitor. Vitor moving to his right. Villela will join the attack again, so they're not going to shy away from that, even though the goalkeeper playing up, advancing, allowed for that first game goal to be scored. Now chipped across, nice move. Back towards the corner, Laurent in front. Oh, he had the keeper, Villela. Sliding kick was off the top part of his foot, a little high and out of play.
Yeah, good combination play. Again, Patrick is always effective when he comes forward. You know they're not going to stop doing it, and he almost proves why they want to keep doing it there. Great combination, a little high with the service, and again, the shot goes over the bar. But listen, that's the best chance they've had so far.
He has one goal this season. It was from distance. That would have been a much different look. Alencar battling, able to get to that. He fell to the pitch, but no call. Now Krajisnik looking to attack. Alencar, hard, heavily defending, was able to get in the way. Now he plays it off his chest, and then he gets slugged in the back, and he draws the foul. And Krajisnik is livid right now as they're saying, I got out. This guy saying, I got elbowed. And perhaps he did, but he gave a little bit more than he got.
Yeah, and as Junior was coming off the field, he was, yelling at his teammates, encouraging them. This game's got a lot of intensity to it, Phil. It's brilliant.
Well, you said it, Chris. It's been building for a couple of months now. It was a collision course between the top two teams in the East Division, and you see that battle right now as Dawda Ali lost it to Mohammed Hamada. And Hamada, a little bit too much contact from Dawda Ali. This is a game where you may see a number of blue cards come up in the air.
I was just thinking that, Phil.
Power play opportunities may play a huge factor. They haven't in all of the previous home games here. Haven't seen very many. We saw a few last week in the fourth quarter. The game was out of hand at that point. A chance off the frame. The rebound chipped high off the foot of Jorge Lozada, the Utica native. And there's a handful from Utica, New York, the local environs of this Krajisnik team.
Yeah, Lozada was in a good position to finish that rebound, Phil. He's going to look back on that and wish he probably did a little bit better with it.
Nice chip out. Now over with it, Dawda Ali.
Good tackle.
Regains it back off the double. Moved it ahead. And Candido was cut off by Manny Silva, who has the goal in this game. But now Will Arboleda into the attacking third. Arboleda with his strength. He can go to the front, and that one chipped ahead. Regained by Amadi. Played back out to midfield. Getting shadowed by Kareem Russell. And they'll just drop it back in. First touch here by Andrew Taylor, number 24. 8-0, 0-1 this season. Has been spectacular as the keeper for this team. Sent long ahead now to Amadi. Amadi defended beautifully by Diego Maitunga, the Queens, New York native. And he gets knocked down to the pitch on a foul.
Good job, Maitunga. Wow, I'll tell you what. Every time there's a change in possession, you're getting an arm in the back. You're getting pushed. That's great. This is a match for men today.
Kelly Sylvester moving it across. Now working it ahead. Oh, that's a nice move. Sent through. Waiting on it, Morrison. Into the attacking zone. Plays it back out. Chipped across. Manny DeAndrade making his debut for Spice City on the pitch right now. Over and kicked into the mezzanine level off the right foot of Mayunga.
Didn't know if there's deflection. There's some type of communication with the officials. Probably just a placement of the ball, looks like, Phil.
Yeah, and back to the pitch, Alan Carr along with Joe Alvitor. It'll stay with Spice City. A quick restart. Officials say no. Oh, they want to put it on the line.
Okay. Yeah, a little chaos
and going the other way. That looked like it was kicked cleanly out by Spice City FC. Yeah. So
super impressed with Krajisnik so far, especially their commitment to get numbers forward in transition. I just want to catch and see what's going on here with the officials. They're just a committed team, Phil. You see them really commit numbers forward. Maybe they don't like the pressure on the ball. All right, we're going to get started, Phil. Here we go.
It looks like Andrew Taylor is going to join the attack. He's a bigger goaltender. He's 6'3". He's actually wearing 00, not 24, which was on the sheet. But that can change. Those always change with the keepers. They have multiple colored sweaters or jerseys.
Not in my day, Phil. You had one. That was it.
You had one, and you made it last all year.
That's right.
They didn't grow on trees. And knocked down was Alan Carr, and just befuddled with himself is Christian Vera, the product of Evergreen Valley College.
You know, the big thing here, Phil, is how the officials are going to make the rest of this game go. They need to take control of it so it doesn't get out of hand. Again, we're probably into double-digit fouls halfway through the period. I'd like to see that a little bit tighter. Maybe a blue card needs to come out on some of those fouls now to get the game back, back and reel it back in again.
Well, guys, as long as it's not going to be a power play scenario, you're gonna play physical and chippy and not give any inch. On the outside, Kareem Russell back now to Alan Carr in midfield. Alan Carr thinking about it from long range, pushing it over to Villela. Back to Alan Carr. Here's Russell. He's got that strong left foot. Feigns a shot back in the corner, chipped in front. Now to the top of the key, and shot attempt by Morrison was blocked. Russell hustling back after it. Crossing to Villela. Under 6 to play in this first quarter.
Yeah, nice and compact by Krajisnik. We're going to have to find the gaps in the seams if we're Spice here.
Villela back with it, facing pressure. Villela spinning around Hamada. He's in a little bit of trouble. Good recovery there briefly to slow things up. That was John Lewis getting in the way. Lewis in across. Gets it over. Morrison back to the right side. Chip back over. Felipe Reese able to find an open John Lewis and back to midfield.
Goal-saving play by Lewis.
Junior Alan Carr moving left. Staying with him is Vera. Alan Carr over to Russell. Back to Alan Carr. Oh, no call. Oh, late whistle there as Russell was knocked down and maybe tried to take an extra second to get up to alert the official that he was knocked over, even though it happened right in his purview.
Yeah, I was wondering if that call was going to come.
I thought it wasn't. Oh, miscue there initially. And now Costa will play it back to Sylvester, and Costa knocked over. A little bit extra there, trying to draw the blue card. Costa holding up his finger like, pull out the card. We need to see the card. He doesn't get the blue card. But right now the official is having a discussion with Jorge Lozada, the Utica native, and so yet no card. Costa try as he might, but now he has the ball coming off that magnificent game. 3 goals last week. Gets it back from Kelly Sylvester. Facing pressure, headed out in the attack as Alan Carr's got to get back and play that one as Villela was not near his cage and then knocked down. No call there. They let that one go. Perhaps the only one they've allowed to let go, because they just blow the whistle here. It was Will Arboleda knocked to the pitch, and the head coach today is Jason Palkovich, standing on the boards, making his presence felt with the players, not so much at the officials. Quick restart, Joao Vitor.
So much stuff happening in this game, Phil.
Long range from Costa. That one deflected in the key. Looked like it got a piece of either Tavares or Arboleda, but we get a stoppage here on the media timeout. 4:34 to go in the first quarter, 1-0. The lone goal coming from Silva 4.5 minutes in to an open cage after Villela was caught on the offensive end of the pitch, and just an easy goal for them. And that's been the only thing easy, Chris, in the first 10 minutes and 26 seconds of this game.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Phil, it's exactly what I thought it would be. Very tight, hotly contested game. My concern now, again, 10 minutes into this is, are we taking care of the ball? We always talk about with Spice, and we've been here for several games now, you can't have those self-inflicted moments, okay, where you're giving the ball away and then they're getting a chance or they're getting an open goal. We know having Patrick in the final third, that's part of their DNA. That's how Spice plays. But you got to be sharp with your passing. You got to keep the ball. You can't give away opportunities in a match like this when the opposition really hasn't earned them. So if I'm Spice, we got to be a little sharper. We got to take care of the ball. We can't give away opportunities like we have. You know, Lewis made a goal-saving tackle again when the ball got turned over. So if I'm Junior and I'm talking to the team right now, yeah, we could settle the game down. We could keep possession, but we can't turn the ball over and cause self-inflicted goals.
Well, Kalu, who is on the bench along with Junior Alan Carr, Kalu wearing number 19 today. He's got the hoodie on. I don't know when he's going to make his first appearance in this game. Kalu had a key goal in the comeback, which fell a little bit short earlier this season up in Utica against Krajisnik, and we'll see. He is obviously someone that was pretty heralded when they signed him, but has not played much this season.
A lot of instruction going on. You could tell what this game means. At this media timeout, Phil, I'm watching both teams and the arm movements, right, and the eye contact and the body language and the intensity. This isn't just one of those games that we've seen before, Phil. So that's what's really cool about M2 is you have rivalries that are developing, and this match has every bit of a rivalry aspect to it.
Well, they come out of the media timeout with 4:34 left to go in this first quarter. A 1-0 lead alongside Chris Legates, Phil Jubileo with you. Thanks for joining us on YouTube and WFSB locally, Channel 3, the Wax digital channel.
Now, Phil, I was told the Wax has some cooking shows on.
Do they?
That's what I was told, and I didn't know if you'd,
I
followed any recipes that you got on there.
I enjoy cooking. I'm not making that up to promo the Wax. I really do. As there's a chance by Costa, and he scores!
Big goal, Phil.
Adamar Costa. He had 5 points last week. His 12th goal ties it up with 4:20 left in the first.
Yeah, that was huge. I'll tell you what. The shot from distance took a difficult deflection, and it looked like it could go one or two ways. The backspin caused it to go in. Sometimes you make that save, Phil, and the spin takes it away from goal. So when we take a look at it, that makes the game even. Let's see what kind of momentum now Spice can feed off of after that goal.
So the game is level at 1. Nice play. Russell steps in front of the pass. Here comes Russell moving left, chipped it wide, back toward the corner. Getting pressured, Candido. And now the keeper, Taylor, to play it. And he slows things down.
Yeah, Taylor may wish he had that opportunity to have that back again.
Now pressure coming from Spice City. Tripped up was Hamada. Holding his hands to his head briefly, Gustavo Candido. 4th appearance for Spice City, 2 goals in his prior meetings. Wearing the white with the yellow and green. And a restart here for Krajisnik. Ricky Orozco back over. Dos Santos into the attack third. Nice work. Oh, that was Morrison able to take that away. Morrison. And he gets cut off. Loose ball. And Russell chipping it back. Over now. Candido. All the way back in his third to the keeper, Villela. Sends it long. And out of play. He was trying to get the top of the glass, and a disastrous play off the foot of Villela will give Krajisnik a golden opportunity in the attacking third, trying to reclaim the lead with 3:26 left in this first quarter. They're going to have a great spot.
Yeah, those are the turnovers, Phil, that we're talking about, right? He has no pressure on him. And you see what he's trying to do. I understand what he's trying to do. But now you're giving Krajisnik a chance at the top of the key right here. And this is a dangerous situation. And, you have to find multiple things here. Is it going to be a layoff to the side? Is it going to be a direct shot with a screen in the middle? There's a lot of opportunities here.
You'll have a couple stacked at the line. Manny DeAndrade along with Will Arboleda. So those two big bodies.
Yeah.
You've got Maitunga in there as well. Chipped over, a chance. Oh, blocked. Russell got a piece.
Russell's feeling it a little bit.
Risking life and limb. Back out to midfield. Goncalves sent through. Opportunity here. 2-on-1. A chance just wide off the foot of Silva, looking for his second. Had the sharp angle, the open cage. A second chance, they score. Silva able to pick up his second. He missed it the first time. It's now 2-1 Krajisnik.
And you see where Amadi is really a handful. He's along the dasher, Phil, and he's able to lay a great diagonal ball backwards. And Silva finishes from a good distance, and make up for the last one. But he's wide open as well. But I'll tell you what, Amadi makes a lot of that goal happen with his work along the dasher and laying that ball off diagonally. It's a good finish.
14th goal for the Cape Verde native from West Africa. Tough break for Spice City.
Yep, playing from behind. So you mentioned Silva before the game, and you're right about him.
Oh, a little 2-on-1 chance, and they come right back and score again. Christian Vera just seconds after, and it's now 3-1.
Yeah, and tell you what, a tough pass, hard to handle. Turnover in the back third, Phil, and the result is the goal from Vera. And, we talk about it. It's really tough when you're giving goals away, okay?
And a timeout called by Junior Alencar as he sees his Spice City FC club give up back-to-back goals just 9 seconds apart. And this is the first time on home turf that we really have seen Spice City on their heels.
Yeah, Phil, I'll tell you, I hate to be like a broken record, but before the game, we were talking about it. Just take care of the ball, make the right passes. be under control. But again, we've seen a couple goals here in this first quarter that have been, I use the word self-inflicted, bad passes, bad touches, leaving people open. So I'm sure Junior's talking about what they want to do offensive, stretching the field, keeping the ball, attacking-wise. What I am concerned about is in the transition and defending and giving the ball away. Let's clean that part of the game up. Let's clean up. Plenty of time left, Phil. Plenty of time.
Well, Chris, it's something we, again, in smaller doses, we have seen that in previous home games where maintaining possession in their defensive third has been a little bit of trouble. Their opponents in previous games have not been able to finish on those opportunities offensively. Krajisnik is just a better goal-scoring team. They're very disciplined. They're disciplined in how they pressure. They're disciplined in when they have possession and finding those opportunities.
Yeah, we've seen Spice play against teams, Phil, that maybe have one good attacking player, right? In the first 13 minutes or so here, you've seen contributions from Silva, contributions from Amati, just now a goal from Vera. So Krajisnik's able to put out quality players, and the way they're pressing is a little bit faster, a little harder. They seem to be a bit more athletic than some of the teams that have come in here, Phil, and it's caused Spice a lot of problems in their back third. So they got to clean that up. They got to right the ship. Plenty of time left, and I think we'll see some better stuff coming forward.
Just under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Arboleda, John Lewis, Eric Laurent, Dauda Ali, Joao Vitor, the 5 for Spice City. Arboleda
unassisted on the play.
Back over Vitor. Costa with the lone goal for Spice City. That leveled it at 1 before the back-to-back goals from Silva and Vera. Meanwhile, loose. Arboleda battling to get it back and repossessed. Jose Tavares to the keeper, Taylor. Taylor advancing. Contested Vitor. Couldn't maintain possession. Edmar Vieira tracks it down off the wall and pitches it back to Mohamed Hamada. Hamada now to Tavares. Over to Kyle Genrich, the Comac, New York native, Long Island. And given back to Hamada. Taylor, the goalkeeper, will join the play. In across Lozada to the right side. Shot got blocked. Top of the key and then played out to midfield by Hamada. Across the Spice City line and back out again. Didn't see an angle for himself and now gives it back to Tavares. Substitution here. Ricky Orozco returns. Coming up on 90 seconds to go in this first quarter. 3-1. Krajisnik, the 2-goal lead over Spice City. Still a very tightly contested first quarter. Amati defended, spun and knocked down by Vitor.
From up here, Phil, you could see the movement and interchanges from Krajisnik. They're very good.
They tried a quick start, and the officials aren't having it.
Yeah, there's a lot of interchanging and dynamic movement, Phil. It's good, if you're a Krajisnik fan, it's great to see. Very difficult for Spice to defend. It causes a lot of problems for them.
And sent down towards the corner. Amati with it. Just missed. Oh.
He's a good player.
He nearly got that one through. Kerwin Kenton from range. Off the boards. And Candido moving it back to Costa. Costa, oh, nice through ball. Played back towards the line. Costa turned it over. There's a near chance, but coming back to play it, that was Dauda Ali.
Yeah, Ali doing the little things right there.
Midfield battle for it. Morrison tackled. He is just perplexed as to how that was on him. It stays with Krajisnik with 42.3. They tried another quick restart. They try that every time they have possession. They just try to get it going.
Yeah, they want to push the tempo. They feel good about where they are. Their tails are up in the air, Phil. They're up 3-1. They want to keep pushing the tempo.
Vera scored the last goal. Tries to spin toward the corner. Facing a double team. Back over. I think it's the first time they've PA'd a foul. So I was a little confused for a second because I was like, still they have enough guys on the pitch. Meanwhile, Morrison Russell, 10 to play. Costa try to send it through to 5. Costa off the chest. Cut off is defended by Hamada. Hamada in the corner, lets the horn sound. 15 minutes in, 3-1 Krajisnik. They got a couple of late goals, just 9 seconds apart from Silva and Vera. And that is where we are after 1 quarter. We'll be back with the second here on YouTube. You're watching Spice City FC Soccer. Getting set for quarter number 2 at the Danbury Ice Arena on Spice City FC Soccer here on YouTube and WFSB The Wax alongside Chris Legates. Phil Jubileo on hand, 3-1 Krajisnik with a 2-goal edge over Spice City. It was Krajisnik opening the goal scoring 4 minutes and 30 seconds in. Silva made it 1-0. It stayed that way. Adamar Costa tied it up with his team-leading 12th goal of the season, 11-20, but then not long after that, couple of goals, just 9 seconds apart. Silva's second, followed up by a goal by Christian Vera. Chris, though those last couple of goals really kind of took some of the air out of the balloon for this Spice City team.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 goals in 9 seconds will do that to you, Phil. What I want to see right now, and it sounds very cliche-ish, is shift by shift. So I want to see them establish a little bit more tempo, rhythm in this, and each shift is responsible for it. Can you be more down in this Krajisnik end in the next 4 or 5 minutes?
Well, that was said they did not have, and that's the big thing, Chris, very little in the way of offensive zone time.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of the game spent at midfield. There weren't a lot of sustained attacks. It was quick strikes from this Krajisnik team, which led to all 3 of their goals.
Yeah, and you see if now good defending lead to good transition attacking. So let's see if we can kind of keep them at bay and push the tempo like right here.
Nice work as Laurent plays it out. Eric Laurent moving it across, and he's met right there at the line by Dos Santos.
Yeah, touch let him down.
Taken away by Lozada. Jorge Lozada, and a chance, good save. Villela rolls it back. Laurent for Alan Carr. Alan Carr. Oh, great move. Met at midfield. And the whistle. Alan Carr trying to get a card in the other direction. No, but he was knocked down to the pitch by Manny Silva.
I would say that that's a gratuitous call, Phil. I look from up here, but I'll tell you what, the old pro knows how to sell it, and he did it well right there.
Oh, the first quarter, no one had to sell anything. A ton of whistles.
Correct.
They were buying. But right now, Russell, Costa, and back to Russell. Alan Carr. Looking for a little time and space. Shadowed by Amati. Now Villela. The keeper had a good scoring chance back in the first quarter. Passing in the box, and he shanked the shot high. Now gets it back. Spinning ball knocked down with the left foot. Tries to spin around his guy. In the corner. After it is Jose Tavares. Faced with a double. Candido.
Don't let him out. Don't let him out.
Unable to get it. And now Tavares. A lot of pressure from Costa. Back to Vieira. And now a reset here.
That's better. It's what they need to do.
So that prevents the attack, the transition attack, and now a steal. And Spice City looking to attack.
That's got to be a blue card.
He got knocked down from behind.
Wow.
No sign of a card. And no lobbying from Alan Carr. He went right back.
Yeah, I look at it as, transition, he's pushing the tempo of the game, and that stops a transitional opportunity. Should be to me. But I'm up here, Phil.
Played over. Andre Morrison having a little bit of trouble. Trying to get it back. Dispossessed by Kenton. Now regained. John Lewis worked it off the wall, but kicked back to Hamada. And now Mohamed Hamada. It was a long lunge there by John Lewis, and he got beat. Now worked back to the near boards for Manny Silva. He's got 2 of the 3. Meanwhile, some pressure. Knocked down, falling, trying to play that ball, and that was Dauda Ali. And out of play from midfield, so it'll be a good restart opportunity here for Spice City FC. Looking to get the second quarter's first goal to make this a 1-goal game.
Yeah, you see good effective pressing, Phil. You mentioned it, right? If it's good and it's effective and it's coordinated, you can cause lots of problems. If it's haphazard, teams are able to beat that, but this has been good so far.
Felipe Reese. Reese backtracking. Shadowed nicely by Gualberto. Oh, and a near turnover, but Villela able to sharply get that one across his attacking line. Moving it up the right side, Kareem Russell tied up along the boards. Russell had it back, good cross. Felipe Reese with the left foot, it's blocked. And back out, Manny D'Andrade. Played at Providence College. Work back now. Russell, D'Andrade. Season debut here in Spice City. He gets it back along the near side. Sent across Villela. Russell again. D'Andrade chips it toward the corner. Sharply off the boards. Dauda Ali working one of the corners. Normally he's outside in the midfield playing, but right now quarterbacking things is Russell.
This is a better first 4 minutes from Spice. Very good. Now capitalize, turn it into a goal.
They like to play this possession game. We saw this in the first couple of home games, a lot of this. The last couple of games, not as much. Against Salisbury, they were able to play freely in transition.
Right.
Ali, back out, D'Andrade, across to Villela. Knockdown for Reese. Still 3-1 game. Reese couldn't get through the double. Up ahead for Amati. Moves it right. Amati looking to get it back off the feet from Genrich. Shot, big save made. Good stop by Villela, who was able to get back and defend it. And now Spice City looking in transition. Keely Sylvester, check that, John Lewis. And Lewis will play it back.
Yeah, he saw his numbers. He was 1 versus 4. Got to wait for the cavalry there.
It comes in the form of Russell. Arboleda will come out. You want that big body sent through. Arboleda chipped right. And a chance. Rebound put in front, and it's in. It's into the back of the net. No, it's waved off. They say it's off the forearm of Maitunga. They say it's off his arm. A handball. No goal.
I'll tell you what, Phil, this is something that goes on all over the world now. It's what is a handball, okay? Now, it's in its natural position. Is it up a little higher near the shoulder? Referee had a good look at it, so unlucky for Spice.
It was a great opportunity as it is off of Costa's foot. He got it back. Sharp angle, missed just wide. It's a good response after a not great moment. No discouragement there for Spice City, pressuring in the defensive third, sent through, and Mayunga will play it. Advancing across, and Candido dispossessed. Now he got it back. He gives Ricky Orozco a shove as Krajisnik looking to establish possession.
Bodies flying everywhere, Phil.
Forced to retreat. Ricky Orozco, not the biggest guy, has been relatively silent in this game. He's little, but he's very good distributing. You can see he's one of the younger guys on this team, too. He's a baby face.
Yeah, he does. He does. Good player.
Andrew Taylor all the way to Vera. Pressured by Maitunga. Costa was able to play that off the official. Arboleda dropped it back to Russell. Arboleda was not about to make that run. That's not his game. Laurent giving it back to Costa. And now Villela will allow Russell to take it. No one has scored here in the second quarter. Off the top of the glass. Kept in, shot, diving save made. That one fluttered in off the foot of Edmar Vieira. Good stop by Villela.
End-to-end action, Phil. This is what M2 is all about.
All the way in. Andre Morrison. Morrison out to Laurent and now to Alan Carr. So he returns to the pitch after a healthy rest. Costa back to Alan Carr. Alan Carr down low. Morrison a chance off the boards. Played by Losada. Losada facing pressure. Turnover. Russell shot off the hand. Rebound. Oh, too much on it. Out of play.
We're seeing so much better play from Spice FC right now, Phil. A lot of it has to do with that pressing and counter-pressing. When they lose the ball right away, there's pressure on it. It's making it hard for Krajisnik to play, and opportunities are coming out of that. Well done. Keep the tempo, keep working. You'll get your goals.
TV timeout, official timeout here. 7:51 left to go in this second quarter. A couple of great looks for Spice City. There was the handball, that opportunity there for Russell, and it's about creating the chaos, right? Chaos in front. What Spice City has is they have some nice big bodies they can get in front of that goalkeeper. There's a lot of skill on Krajisnik. You could look at their size. Christian Vera is a bigger guy, but they don't have those big bodies to counteract kind of the physicality down in that post area.
Yeah, and you're seeing it, Phil, right? We're able to play balls into target players, use their bodies to hold players off, bring other players into the game. But when they lose the ball, it's immediate into like a pack of wolves trying to win the ball back. You're hunting in packs, win the ball, and then your transitional opportunities are built from there. And we're seeing that now. I like the way this is going. This is maybe how they should have started the game a little bit, Phil. They probably had to learn what this game was going to be like. I feel that now the next part is you got to get a goal. Got to get a goal, and you can't give up one. You don't want to go down 4-1. It sounds silly, Phil, but 3-2 versus 4-1 is a big difference in this game.
Oh, absolutely. And, especially it's relatively early in this game with the way runs can go. The first encounter between these two teams, it was a 3-0 run to start the game for Krajisnik in the first quarter. And Spice City, and they used that second quarter to come back, and we're seeing something similar. Now they just need, as you mentioned, to find the back of the net, make this a one-goal game as we come out of the media timeout.
Yeah, I was thinking about this in the first quarter. In big games, the big players need to show up. And we saw that a little bit from Krajisnik in the first quarter. Now we're starting to see Morrison imprint his style on this game. You want to see a little bit more from Costa, right? You want to see a little bit more from Amelino in the middle, right? So when we look at it and we say, hey, now the Stars got to show up and earn their money in this game. We're starting to see that from Spice. The big-time players are starting to become big-time contributors in this game.
Out of the timeout, Alan Carr, Vitor, Laurent, Costa, Arboleda, the 5 on the pitch for Spice City. Kervin Kenton. Thyson Dos Santos is out there. You've got Manny Silva along with Edmar Vieira, and rounding it out, Jorge Lozada. And check that, Hamad is out there, not Vieira. So it'll be started back in the zone.
Yes.
Good pressure already coming from Costa. Looking to repossess. Board battle. Couple guys go down. They'll get Costa.
But you know what, Phil? That's okay. You're giving them a free kick with 9/10 of the field still down to go. And that chaos is going to be on the mind of the player the next time he gets that ball. Where's the pressure coming from? I'm going to be nervous. I'm going to be tense. Keep it going. Keep it going. Got to press.
Restart. And again, the pressure coming from Spice City. The keeper, Andrew Taylor, plays it out. Taylor in midfield. Down the pitch into the attacking third. Costa, Alencar, double teaming Losada. Good work there from Spice City in the corner. Looking to reestablish possession. Comes out to Costa. Work back. And Villela will play it, rolls it right. Eric Laurent. The gap closing, gives it to Alencar. And Alencar, even against this fast team, able to slow the game down a little bit for himself. Costa, the lone goal for Spice City. Hat trick last week, 5 points, red hot. Has it again. Villela lets that one skip through. Played in front, sharply off the boards. Costa works it up. Midfield, Arboleda cut off. And then delivered out of play with 6:39 left in the first half.
And you see, when Spice gets himself in trouble, Phil, is again, the inability to take care of the ball in their back third. That was sloppy, it was disjointed, and they were up against it for that 30 seconds or so.
It'll be a restart for Spice City. Where is the question? Well, there are 2 balls on the pitch. They had to get rid of one. Alencar will start it. And back to Villela. That instantly gets that press to release a little bit when Villela has the ball. Meanwhile, misplayed across, loose ball. Alencar's got it. Thought about sending it long, does. Finds Reese. Felipe Reese along the left wing. Reese having trouble. Defended very well, and then forced down by Kervin Kenton, the Costa Rican. A lot of size. He's one of the bigger players on this team.
Yeah, I think there was some really good one-on-one defending, and then just a little too much, he pushed him into the dasher. That's the free kick.
That is his 3rd foul of the half.
Meanwhile, back over. Villela works it back. There's Alencar.
Yeah,
Villela,
yeah. Good. Find that space.
Back to Villela. Plays it off the dashers. Good pressure coming from Goncalves. Turned over. Chance. That one off the facade of the mezzanine level, off the foot of Amadi. So a restart.
In the final third, Phil, Spice is trying to split those 2 defenders and have a player kind of flash in between those 2. Problem is they haven't been able to take care of the ball well enough to find that player flashing in there.
So Spice City to restart. Sent through the middle. Keely Sylvester as it comes back. Moving ahead. That's Vitor. Vitor chips it back in the corner. Regained. Vitor staying with it. Now getting a second to helping Candido. Gustavo Candido got it over to Vitor. Able to back it out to midfield. And now Manny DeAndrade. He's along the left. There's Alencar. DeAndrade. Alencar again. Now to Villela. 5 minutes to play in this first half. 3-1. No one has hit the back of the net so far in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's kind of a chess match right now, Phil.
Villela pushes it back. Alencar now. He's got it back. Villela chipped over. Had trouble. Sent to the open net, and they score. That was Edmar Vieira into an open cage to make it 4-1. Meanwhile, Kareem Russell saying that was kicked from 3 lines back. That should be a 3-line kick.
Whole bench seems to be protesting it as well.
They're going to have a look. They're going to talk with the official. They're going to. I don't think there's going to be any kind of review of this.
No, it doesn't look that way, Phil.
So 10-20. Edmar Vieira, second goal of the season, unless something happens. There's a referee timeout on the field.
Yeah, tough pass for Patrick to handle. Then the pass that he gives from there is bouncing. It's away from a teammate. And that's what happens. Again, several times when the goalkeeper's gotten into the attack, if you don't take care of the ball, you're going to leave those empty net situations. We saw 2 last week against Salisbury.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
I think that's coming off the board. It is. That's going to come off the board.
And be a free kick for Spice at a dangerous location, Phil.
Yeah. So Vieira.
The call on the field is no goal, a 3-line violation.
3-line violation.
Wow.
Huge moment of this game at 10:20 of the second quarter. 3-line violation, and we'll see if that gets Krajisnik on their heels a little bit.
What a turn, Phil, huh? What a turn in this game. Yeah.
Well, you said big difference between 4-1 versus 3-2. Well, we saw what it could have been for a few seconds.
Yeah, I'm seeing the replay, Phil, and he was a solid yard behind the line here.
So an opportunity for Alan Carr. Alan Carr moves it over toward the side. Arboleda moves it back. And now off of DeAndrade. Nice battle. And DeAndrade's going to get whistled for the foul. For a push, trying to get back up on his feet.
Okay.
Well, the man of the match today might end up being the official's whistle.
It's been the most busy, that's for sure.
That has been the most active participant on this pitch. Yet no blue cards called yet.
No.
Here comes Spice City on the move. They'll slow it back to Laurent. There's Alan Carr using his speed. Alan Carr to the attacking third, across to Russell. Russell trying to move it. Shot spun. Well, that was a good look. Good defense from Krajisnik. They did not give enough time and space to allow Arboleda or Russell to get a shot off from inside the key. And now Jose Tavares moving well. Off the boards, Tavares got it back. They battle and defended beautifully in front. And now an opportunity, and that's a save. Arboleda spun down to the turf by Manny Silva, trying to advance. And there's the first blue card of the game.
What action, Phil. Saves galore, bodies flying, now a blue card. I'll tell you what, that was a good save by Patrick. It was very important that he made that save. And the rebound allotted an opportunity up the field that Krajisnik's going to get a 2-minute penalty for hauling him down there.
Manny Silva, who has 2 of the goals today for United Elite Krajisnik. A power play opportunity for Spice City. And that's going to open up a little bit of the area in the key where they've been trying to set up those attackers. And for this power play, Alan Carr, Russell, Joao Vitor, Manny DeAndrade, along with Adamar Costa. That's who we'll keep an eye on.
Yeah, get your chances here, Phil. Keep the ball, let things develop, find players in the slot, move the ball quickly, keep Krajisnik off balance. A lot of banter going on here, Phil.
Yeah. Alan Carr's got a giant grin on his face.
I'm seeing the replay back here, Phil. I'm not sure how Krajisnik doesn't think that's a 2-minute penalty. He hauled him
The
down.
2-minute penalty has been assessed to Krajisnik United, number 11. That means Spice City FC is on the power play.
First power play of the afternoon. Joao Vitor gets it back from Alencar. Good pressure from Jose Tavares. You've got Orozco out there on the kill, as well as Hamada. Those are 3 of the 4. Vitor on the left side. Minute 30 remaining in the power play. Sent through, defended well by Tavares. Meanwhile, shorthanded with it. Hamada has to retreat. There's some physicality going on in midfield. Oh, and a strip, and wait a minute. Right when Costa was turning on the attack, there was a foul at midfield away from the ball.
Yeah, it looks like they picked up the one away from the ball, Phil. And you know what they always say, retaliation is the thing that's going to get picked up. And it was a retaliatory play. He got taken down. I'm watching it. He got taken down. He pushed him down, yeah. And I'm not sure, was Costa? I'm not sure.
No, Costa was the one across the line. It was on Russell.
Russell, huh?
Foul has been assessed to number 18, White. That is his 3rd foul of the half. Number 18, Manny D'Andrade.
Meanwhile, shorthanded attack here for Krajisnik. D'Andrade able to create some space.
That's good tracking right there.
Boots it in. Getting it back. Orozco. Nearly stripped by Vitor. 50 seconds left in the power play. Still a 3-1 game. No one has scored here in this second quarter. Spice City just looking for the late first half momentum. 40 seconds left in the man advantage. Vitor along the sidewall. Back out to Russell. Now to Alencar. Here's Costa. Costa feigns a shot. He can score from long range or up close. Now a chance. Booted in front. Sharp angle. D'Andrade hit it off the facade of the cage.
That was a good chance.
18 left in the power play. Costa again. Chips it down. Into the paint. Back across. Vitor takes a bump. Down to 6, 5. No room for Alencar. Chips it over. Costa. Costa's shot blocked. And it's back to even strength. Out of the box is Silva. Costa shakes him off. Now over Russell. Boots that hard back. And Patrick Villela with 1:20 left in the half. Tries to advance. Second effort. He finds Russell. Triple teamed. Back to Villela. Now to Alencar. Alencar moving. Pops back up. Still on his feet for a second time. And now getting it back, Krajisnik. But then a whistle stopping play with 65 seconds left in the half.
This is wild, Phil. It's wild. Tackles flying, right? Players falling down.
Jose Tavares splayed out onto the turf like he got thrown from the ceiling down to the turf. Slow to get up, and it looks like Krajisnik's trying to argue for their own blue card against Spice City FC.
Yep.
They're not going to get it.
Almost 14 minutes in, Phil, the lion's share of good chances have gone to Spice in this quarter. And, maybe there's nothing to show for it, but the momentum of the game has swung a little bit to Spice's favor.
It seems to have swung a lot, and there is a blue card. There is a blue card against Spice City. A late one. 13:55. And the door is open in the penalty box, but who?
Penalty has been assessed to Spice City's number 12, John Vitor.
So it's on Vitor. Alencar's pointing at himself as if it's on him, but they said Joao Vitor. So a little bit of confusion. It is on Alencar. He had one assessed to him last week. Actually, he's just going to talk to the official. And it is Vitor.
Vitor is the one going to the box. Yeah. Listen, it's a crucial penalty kill now.
Oh, sure.
We talked about this last week where Spice gave up two power play goals, or 2 penalty kills, 2 power play goals. How important these are in these games like this. Listen, like we said, 3-1. Can you get to the halftime, to the interval, still at 3-1?
Well, Now Krajisnik, who's shown the ability to score quickly when they're on the attack. Their first power play tonight. Ricky Orozco. 26 assists for him this season. A brilliant distributor, quarterbacking this man advantage in the final minute of the half. That one is kicked out to center. Good work, a little bit too far to get away from DeAndrade. Now played back. So attacking shorthanded, Spice City FC, and they've got to retreat quickly. So they get their 4 back into the defending third along with the keeper. 35, sharp angle, that one. Bounce back out to the point. Now chip down low. Christian Vera, a little give and go. Nobody home in front with 25 left in this first half. Good work there by Russell. Played back towards the line. Orozco moves it left, way out of play. And with 16.9 seconds left in the half, Spice City will have possession.
Yeah, good job by Spice not to overcommit there on those balls, shots from distance. They've been able to keep Krajisnik on the perimeter, which is key here. And then when you let them shoot from distance, well, you see what happens right there.
If you don't get a goal here from Krajisnik, they will begin the second half with just under a minute of power play time.
Yeah, it's a crucial period in the game. This is really a very important part of the game at the end of this quarter and the beginning of the next.
Oh, now the penalty came off the board. And I think that's just an issue with the scoreboard, not anything else. There it is. It's back up there. Minute 9 left in the penalty. Long throw ahead. Off the chest of Dauda Ali. Ali with 8.
Ali has no shoe. He lost his shoe.
Yeah. Played back now. 2 seconds and 1. That's it. First half is in the books. A scoreless second quarter between these two high-octane offenses, but a much different flair, Chris, after 30 minutes in this game.
Yeah, that's interesting. We talked about, games where they had 17 goals and 14 goals, and both teams. This game shows how important it is. It's tight, okay? It's a chess match. It's been momentum shifts. I think we're going to see more of that in the second half, Phil. And I think that if Spice could take care of the ball, push the tempo, be more effective like they just were in this half or in this quarter, I think that we're going to see a really great game at the end.
We're going to see a fun second half for sure. Chris and I will be back to give you that second half in just a little bit. It is 3-1 at halftime. United Elite Krajisnik leading Spice City FC right here on YouTube. We'll be back in a bit. And welcome back to the Danbury Ice Arena. Phil Jubileo, Chris Legates with you as we get set for the second half between Spice City FC and United Elite Krajisnik here on YouTube and WFSB The Wax. It is a 3-1 lead for Krajisnik after 30 minutes of play. A tightly contested game. The only thing we saw in the second quarter, despite some really good chances from Spice City FC, was, well, 2 goals eventually being waved off. The first one was on a handball. That would have been a Spice City goal.
Right.
And the second one was at 10:20 of the second quarter, and it was a open goal. It was Spice City pressuring. They had the keeper up, playing up, Villela, and a turnover led to Edmar Vieira kicking it into a wide open goal, but he was about a yard shy into his own zone, so a 3-line violation, Chris.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it's a pivotal moment in the game right there. You know, again, we talked about it not being 4-1, and fortunately and rightly so, it was called back. I think the heavy lifting right now is for the next 55 seconds to kill this penalty, Phil, get some momentum from that, and then go for it. Go for it. I really thought they were bright in the second quarter. I really thought the chances were more in their favor, and I thought they played the better indoor soccer in that quarter. So let's see if they can build on it, but first the heavy lifting is to kill this penalty for 55 seconds. 55
seconds remaining in the Joao Vitor blue card. First power play for Krajisnik. Spice City is 0 for 1 on the power play in this game. Spice City will have possession to start the second half, and that will allow them to at least get some of this time off of the clock. Although Krajisnik, Chris, has shown some really good ability to pressure the ball. You look at that third goal that they scored. It was 9 seconds after Manny Silva made it a 2-1 lead, and they came right back and scored. So they're not afraid to put ball pressure on the opposition, and I'm sure they'll try to do that to retrieve possession for themselves quickly.
Yeah, their success tonight has been based upon their pressure, right? And based upon Spice not taking care of the ball in their back third. But they kind of go hand in hand, you know, so good pressure makes it difficult for the opposition to take care of the ball, and they've been reaping the rewards of that. It changed a little bit in the second quarter, a little cleaner by Spice, and let's see now what happens in this third quarter.
Well, Spice City with it, and then just sent long. Smart play. That kills some of the time off. First 10 seconds gone by in the remaining 55. Manny D'Andrade, the Providence College standout, being surrounded by 3. And just
going to be a problem, Phil. They have too many players on the field.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, they do. They have a full complement of 5. That's not supposed to happen.
No.
That was 16 seconds in. Well, they had 4, and someone jumped on.
Yep.
So that's going to be a blue card for too many men on the pitch. I would have to assume that, and Laurent's going to go serve that. I would have to assume they thought they were not in a power play situation, and someone off the bench just kind of came into the game to make it 5 and just kind of confused.
Got to play 5v3 right now, I think, Phil.
Yeah.
For too many men on the field.
Wow, what a blunder.
And that is a self-inflicted wound. 16 seconds into this third quarter. There's 40 seconds left in the penalty on Vitor. And Laurent will serve this one, so you take him out. And it's Alan Carr along with D'Andrade and Dauda Ali.
Wow. When we talk about a critical juncture in the game now, it just got real serious, Phil.
So an opportunity. You have to try to just, and really all you could do is battle one-on-one and try to get that ball back. But, you know, you've got kind of a inverse triangle trying to defend here on this penalty kill. 27 more seconds left in the 5-on-3.
Right.
From the corner, Vera pressured briefly, bouncing ball up top, feigned chance. Up top again, Orozco moving it over to the right, 13 left. Now down low, good work there. Oh, down to Ali. Ali looking to get it out. He got it to Alan Carr. 3 seconds left in the 5-on-3, tied up in the corner. Ali using his size, One man back in the game. That's Vitor, and then hammered down the pitch.
Good job.
And cleared by Manny DeAndrade.
Digging deep right there, Phil. Well done.
Still coming up on a minute left in this power play. Now the second. Orozco moves it over. Whatever damage there is will be minimized a little bit. A power play goal, though, can still be backbreaking in a tight one like this. Christian Vera back up to Orozco. Moves it over to the right. It's back to the left.
Oof.
And then a header off the wall from point-blank range, missed by Silva.
Know where the players are on the weak side.
Oh, they're bounding ball. Nicely played. That was Vitor. Got it across. DeAndrade shorthanded. Got it out to midfield. Spice City caught with two back in their zone, but Christian Vera bounding it off the wall and defended beautifully by Alan Carr to get it out to midfield.
Yeah, you can't get caught in possession there, Phil.
Now down to 10 seconds left in the power play. There's a chance. Save made. Hard shot. Good stop by Villela. And cleared with 3 left in the power play. Spice City's going to kill off both penalties.
Well done, Spice. Well done.
But still on the attack. Backdoor pass.
Could be trouble.
Meanwhile, taken. Here's Laurent. Laurent one-on-one. Krajisnik able to get back in defense. Sharply off the side of the boards. Taylor got a hand on it.
Okay, so they weathered the storm there, Phil. Now, does the pendulum swing in their favor? Does some momentum now shift into the Spice side? Well done on the penalty kill, guys.
They did not have to exert a lot on that penalty kill. There was a lot of perimeter movement, but they did not get Spice City to move their guys around very much. So it wasn't something that was going to take a lot out of them. Meanwhile, here's an opportunity down low. Chipped across, shanked. Off the cage, and it bounced right back to Villela. Oh my goodness, he caught a break.
What a break there. Yeah, well done. Is that Silva? Who was that?
Yeah,
I think that was Silva.
Played out to midfield.
Lookable.
Nice chip over for Laurent from Russell. Here's Laurent, and a save made by Andrew Taylor. Second opportunity, Taylor got it.
Yeah, the shots are right at the keeper right now. It's not forcing him too many nothing that's really.
Yeah, he had a good angle on that.
Yeah.
Jose Tavares sends that long. Gualberto tried to get it back in the corner. Held in on the left side by Hamada. Hamada moving right. Drops that back way out of play. And Spice City will reset.
All right, so they can get their penalty kill people off, get some fresh troops onto the field now, Phil. Let's see how they approach this next 11-15. And as I said, does some momentum swing in their favor now off of those 2 wonderful penalty kills.
Now, Alan Carr stays out there. Mayunga joins him, along with Kareem Russell, Arboleda, and Adamar Costa. And it's Costa who has the lone goal for Spice City. Sent across. Good ball for Russell. Russell feigned that left foot. They scouted him well because they know he's all about that from range. Alan Carr facing pressure. Gets it back to Costa. To the keeper, Villela. Sent long. And Arboleda will move it back to Kareem Russell. It's been a long time since someone has put one in the back of the net. 12:08 of the first quarter.
Yeah.
It's the last goal we saw. Costa moving it across. Can't get it through. Costa moves it across and back over to Kareem Russell. Russell defended by Hamada. Down low. Arboleda. Russell looks to get it back. Left foot. Oh, just missed it wide on a sliding spin kick.
Russell's strong. He just got his way with that player right there. Well done.
Back over. Here's Mayunga. Alan Carr. Knocked down. No call. Pop back up. Lost it. Coming over to help out was Russell. And repossessed by Spice City after Goncalves nearly took it away.
Wow.
Here's Arboleda. Forced back out to the midfield. Now for Alan Carr. Third of the way through here in this third quarter. Keely Sylvester. Back to Costa. Now for Sylvester. He moves left. Alan Carr pushing right. Mayunga slow to the ball. Cleared back out to midfield, and Alan Carr is there. And Sylvester will have to start back in his own end with 9:25 to go in the third.
I think Junior was out there done tired since the beginning of the quarter.
He is not, and it's his first time to sit
Yeah.
on the bench for a little bit. Dowda Ali returns. Now to Andre Morrison. Morrison gives it back. Ali in the game now is Candido. Gets it back from Costa. Now to Costa. Costa moving left, shooting, it's blocked. Nice work by Ali to get back to it, ranging to his right. A lot of pressure now coming, and Ali will retreat it back to the keeper, Patrick Villela, the Boston native. Moving it over now for Costa. Sylvester, and back. Ali
Good ball.
into the attack zone, finding Morrison. Here's Morrison, and not much on that. Easy stop there for Taylor. Long range. That looked like a three-line pass. Apparently not.
Yeah. I think you're right there, Phil.
That was a three-line. That was a three-line
I
violation.
think you're right.
Well, they missed one. Back in the first half, that was a goal.
Good save.
And then that got waved off by the official. This time you play on, there's no goal.
Lots of possession from Spiceville, but would love to see these turn into quality opportunities.
Yeah.
Taylor really hasn't been tested. Few saves, but nothing that's really been out of the ordinary.
Sylvester again. Back over Maitunga. Maitunga sent through across the line, quickly booted out. Taylor will play it. And a turnover, hard shot, Morrison off the boards, the rebound, diving stop as Maitunga was robbed by Andrew Taylor.
Yeah, Maitunga in the right place for that rebound. Unfortunately, Taylor was able to rob him there.
Toughest save of the night for the Baldwinsville, New York native. Still 3-1. Turnover at midfield. Diego Maitunga. Now back over to Morrison. Moving left is DeAndrade. DeAndrade on the attack. DeAndrade, a shot, hard save, bounding in front and played back out. Kyle Gainrich.
Yeah, good shot. Spice taking advantage of a turnover from Krajisnik in the midfield.
And the keeper lifts that one in. Alan Carr's back out there. Alan Carr tried to sell one. Did not get that.
I suspect we'll see more and more of Junior as this game goes on.
Oh, through ball got taken away by Silva, who's got 2 of the 3 goals tonight for Krajisnik. Goncalves dropping it back. Jose Tavares. Now to Gainrich again. Gainrich too far for Orozco. Played off the keeper's foot. Sent up the right side. Taken back by Silva. Silva falling. Felipe Reese with it. That was clean. No call. And now another takeaway. Ricky Orozco moving it to the left. There's a chance. Off the fingertips as Lozada nearly made it a 3-goal lead.
That's a hard save, Phil, I can tell you.
Meanwhile, back in was Gainrich. He got stripped. Well played by Arboleda.
Yeah, he's tough.
And now for Felipe Reese. 5:45 to go in this third quarter. It was 3-1 after one. It is still 3-1. So uncommon to see that here in Danbury.
Oh, yeah.
Keely Sylvester, or check that, John Lewis. Back now to Alan Carr. To Joao Vitor. Nearly stripped by Silva. Silva's played a great game today. He's been everywhere for this Krajisnik group. Now taken with some speed across. Oh, that was DeAndrade looking to move it to John Lewis. Back the other way off the boards. Defended beautifully. They're going to call a penalty. A little bit of a late whistle. DeAndrade is livid. That was a good run down the right wing side by Mohamed Amada. You're going to call a blue card on that.
Yeah, I'm wondering, Phil, is it because of the foul? Or is it for a little of the chirping afterward? Maybe use one of those bad words. I'm not sure. If it's for the foul, I disagree with that, Phil. I got to admit. The way this game has been played today and what's been called, I don't know about that one. But Another storm for Spice FC to weather.
Junior Alencar shaking his head. Manny DeAndrade to the box.
Looking at the referee's gesture, so it looks like he's given the 2 minutes based on the fall, saying that he wrapped his arms over the top of him. I don't know. In a game that's been so hotly contested like this.
I mean, I can see a foul. I can see a kick out of that,
Absolutely.
but not. He was outside of the inner box, and he still would have had a good spot for a penalty kick.
It's always easier from up here, I guess, Phil. You know what I mean? I'm always, as I said to you, September through November. Not a fan of referees, but up here, yeah, absolutely. Tough job.
Okay, they're gonna, let's see where they spy. Looks like we're gonna have our timeout here with 5:09 left in this third quarter.
Another storm they have to weather, Phil.
Yeah.
If they can get through this, now you start saying again, momentum. Again, I think they've been the better team in this quarter.
Well, no, here we got a penalty kick. So this is going to be there's going to be a penalty kick.
One-on-one.
That's
here.
1v1, probably on the foul, and I imagine the blue card is for the mouthing off afterwards.
I see what you're saying, Phil.
So big opportunity here against the keeper.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and he stumbled. Oh, and they threw it out. It was just a free kick. Joao Vitor's like, what do you mean there's no restart?
So my guess, Phil, is that foul occurred inside.
If it was in the box, it was at the edge. It was along. It must have been along the edge of the box. That was the free kick.
And then this,
And now this is to start the power play.
Yeah, is it based on some dissent, Phil? Maybe, yeah.
So they get the. I mean, think about it. They could have gotten 2 out of that, right? So
yeah. Crucial save by Patrick. Well done.
So still 3-1. Now a power play. This is the third power play of the game and a turnover. Here's Vitor. Vitor sends it long. Down to Ali. Playing it off the boards. Ali works it back to the corner. Working it all on the wall, but gave it back. He's still pressuring. The keeper forced to play it. Out to Christian Vera. Sent across.
Come on, get back.
Meanwhile, Silva thought about the hat trick. Sent down in front. Nice stop defensively by Kareem Russell. In the corner. Vera gets it back off the face of the keeper, and the rebound is cleared out. Joao Vitor. Villela got hit square in the face. The trainer's going to have to come out and take a look.
Great save. Listen, I was a goalkeeper, Phil, and any way you can to keep that ball out from going in the back of the net. Off the face, yeah. I think, Phil, he'll be all right. It's a good time to get a stoppage for his players as well. But I'll tell you what, that's big time. In the last minute, he's come up with the 1v1 save off the penalty, and then that save right there. Good on him.
Yeah, he's been dynamite today. He's had to make the tougher saves. Taylor really just had to make that one big stop on the rebound where he was diving for it and got it. Otherwise, most of the shot opportunities have been pretty clean. Villela's okay. He might have a bloody nose.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, he does. He held his hand up to the face, and now you can see he's tilting his head back.
Goalkeepers are tough, Phil.
So he is one of my previous broadcasting efforts was something called Ice Wars, which is exactly how it sounds. Just stage fights on the ice. It was synthetic ice nonetheless. And my broadcast partner was Chris Terrian, who had a long career with the Philadelphia Flyers. And after one of those fights, and the guy just started bleeding from the nose. He's like, he's gushing. He's gushing. And right now Villela's gushing, but appears to be okay. But they'll take time to stop that and plug that nosebleed.
Yep. And it gives Spice a chance to reconfigure their penalty kill here. Listen, they put a lot of numbers forward when they won that one opportunity, and that's good, but you got to be able to get back in transition and not leave open players. You're already down a player 5 versus 4. You don't want to get caught in transition. You got to get back quickly. This gives them a chance now to rest and reassess what they're going to do.
Villela's going to come off the pitch. As they have, I think they're going to continue to work on him. Do we have to see the second? The backup goalkeeper today is Manny Planes.
Yeah.
So we may have to see Manny Planes Unless they're going to get, I think they give you just some sort of amount of time before you have to kind of move on with this game.
Well, what a situation to be thrown into, Phil, here. 3-1, 4:26 left in the third, and the first minutes you've played at home are going to be in this game today. Or maybe not.
Nope.
I see Patrick reemerge doing a Willis Reed here, Reed.
He's ready. He's going to keep that cotton swab shoved up his nose. It'll be 1 minute 18 seconds of power play time with Manny DeAndrade in the box.
Yeah.
So it looked like he just went back there to grab a little water. He's ready to go, and he's a gamer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on, Phil. I told you, goalkeepers, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're all cut from the same cloth. You gotta have a limb fall off before they pull you off the field.
Yeah, you don't want to leave if you're him, especially with how well he has played, how he's kept his team in it now. If you're Krajisnik, you see an opportunity to try to pounce.
Absolutely, Phil. And I'll tell you what, you mentioned something. We haven't had to see Patrick be big in any of these home games here this year. This game, he's been big, right? He's kept his team in the game, giving them a chance to come back in this game. But in the other matches, at times, we haven't had to see him but here and there.
Yep. Yeah, he's made big saves. Oftentimes, Spice City's leading by 5 or 6.
Right.
It's not as stressful. Manny Silva played off the boards. Loose. Vera tried to center it. Nicely defended by Kareem Russell to get that out to midfield.
Just organized.
Halfway through this penalty. Amadi forced down. Joao Vitor. Vitor looks to send it long. He gets knocked down, and that'll force a restart for Spice City.
Oh, that's excellent play. Again, not just for the way of killing the clock, but now you're getting yourself a chance to get a free kick and possess a little more and take some more time off the clock.
And as custom, Villela will come out of the goal to join the offense. So he thought about it. I think he's just kind of trailing a little. Oh, early start for Junior Alencar.
Phil, this may be the number of fouls on a certain player. So maybe that player's being pushed up against, maybe has 4 or 5 fouls on them, where they may assess a 2-minute penalty on the next one.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't had that issue here this season until today.
No.
And last week there were barely 4 or 5 fouls called in the entire game.
It's true.
Very few restarts. Sent in by Junior Alencar. Wide of the goal. 40 seconds left in the power play. Manny Silva. 2 goals today. Had the first 2. Back now. Here's Orozco. Gives it off Amadi. And Silva. Down to 20. They're working deliberately.
Good defending.
Trying to extend that 3-1 lead. Rookie Orozco to the corner. Vera pushed back up. Pressure coming. Kicked out. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Joao Vitor. Vitor looking for Mayanga. Could not get that through. Down to 3. Vitor still has it. Oh, and he missed far post side. Back to even strength. So the Spice City FC team, and now we get a stoppage. There's going to be a foul on the other side, and it was Goncalves getting involved a little bit with DeAndrade just after his penalty ended.
Great job by Spice FC there. Well done.
And the penalty kill's been stout. Will Arboleda getting tugged on. Back out to Alencar. Costa pressured by Orozco. Costa trying to create space. Sent across the line, pushed back out. Oh, good work by Hamada. He draws the foul. Joshua Card has not played much today. He will get a restart, the McGraw, New York native. Back to Jose Tavares, and now for Andrew Taylor. Taylor looks to send it through, defended in front. Back over to Hamada. Now to Card. And to midfield for Jose Tavares. 2:20 to go in the third quarter. Pushed across. hard in the paint. Meanwhile, Tavares got pushed a bit, and he'll push it back out.
That's good defending, pushing him away from goal. Well done.
Jose Tavares at the line. Nearly stripped by Will Arboleda. Now moving with it. Hamada. Back over to Tavares. Under 2 minutes to play. Good work. On the trap with it is Alencar. Got knocked down. Trying to get a call. Play continues. He gets another steal. Costa helping out. Junior Alencar up top. Arboleda quickly doubled. And he'll reset. Didn't see anything there. Russell pushing it to his left with 90 seconds to go in this third quarter. Russell fighting through traffic. Here's Russell with a hard one. That one knocked out to midfield. And now Costa again. 80 seconds to go. Substitutions here. Chipped over. Andre Morrison. Morrison, quick opportunity and a good block by Joshua Card. And that is what defensively this Krajisnik team does. They hustle. They block shots. They get in the way. Not a lot gets through.
And you talk about knowing players from other teams. They know what Russell's going to do. So once he beat the first player, the second defender released and blocked that hard shot that Kareem has scored on several times this year.
Corner kick opportunity. Stepped on by Silva.
Oh, no.
Silva toward the open goal, and it drifted wide with about a minute to go. Costa battling in the corner against Kenton, trying to keep it. And a foul is called with just under 58 seconds left in this third quarter.
Yeah, that was a set piece going wrong down the other end for Spice, Phil. And again, we talk about the critical things that happen in big games. Set pieces have to be much better than they are. Now, the penalty kill has been tremendous. So, again, do the good things, do the little things, get results based on that.
Just under a minute to go in this third quarter. Nobody has scored here in quarter number 3. Nobody has scored since the first quarter.
Yeah. What a game. What a game. Just tight, one-on-one battles all over the field. It's been brilliant. It's awesome.
And push back. Asmadi. Amadi, a shot. Oh, big stop by Villela. Had a little bit of help in from behind. Vitor assisting. Got that out to midfield. Sprinting with it, Candido. Couldn't get to it. Oh, and a near strip. 40 seconds to go. Transition here for Krajisnik. Krajisnik into the attacking third. Vitor coming back, and they'll get him. He shoved Silva. Trying to repossess. 32.1 seconds and a opportunity here for Krajisnik to set up something to get a late goal.
Unlucky for Spice. 2 tackles that they had a chance to go through one-on-one. They couldn't win either one of them, and it led to a transition opportunity. Is it a foul? Well, referee called it, so I guess it is.
Well, we saw several opportunities for Krajisnik. Well, on the power play in this third quarter, they'll have an opportunity to set up it at even strength. Silva sent through. Good save. Villela headed out by John Lewis. 25 to go in the quarter. Vitor to Alencar. 20 seconds to go. DeAndrade to an open Joao Vitor. Vitor with 13. Vitor moving left. Vitor way out of play. We've seen a lot of these kicks from both teams in this game, Chris, where they're putting too much on it. Yeah. They're just shanking these things high.
Yeah, Vitor was able to create that separation with a good little scissors move, but then the shot clearly left plenty. And to be honest, Phil, you said something before that I think is critical. We could talk about it when we come back from the interval.
Well, 5 seconds remaining. Ball at midfield. Costa will just kick that back. Silva into his zone, and that'll end the third quarter. So we're 45 minutes in. It's been a long time since we've seen one go into the back of the net, a rarity here in Danbury, Connecticut, but that's where we stand. After 3, it is a 3-1 lead for United Elite. Krajisnik will be back on YouTube in just a moment. Well, just under a minute to go before we start the fourth quarter. During the break, young Josh was able to win $50 by hitting the crossbar and, on a free kick. Is that his first NIL contract,
I would think so. I think you have to declare that one, Phil. Phil, I said at the break, you made a comment that's 100% accurate with this game. The commitment to defending that Krajisnik has really made a difference. Why is there only one goal after 3 quarters, Phil? Their commitment to defend, and by the way, it's not just the first defender. It's their commitment of the second defender after the first one gets beat. And that says a lot about a team right there. When they're willing to sacrifice and commit to defending, good things have happened. Now listen, Spice has had to defend on the penalty kill a bunch of times, but now the game's getting tighter, Phil. You're down by 2 with 1 quarter left. You got to go for it now.
So it is the fourth quarter, still a 3-1 lead. All of the goal scoring coming in the first quarter. Silva opened it up at 4:30 of the first. Costa tied it up on one that dribbled under the goalkeeper, Taylor, at 11:20. And then 39 seconds after that, Silva's second made it a 2-1 game. 9 seconds after that, Christian Vera made it 3-1. And that is all the goal scoring we have seen.
Crazy. All the goals we've seen here in Danbury over the last month and a half or so, Phil. And we're here with 4 goals after 3 quarters.
Pitched into the corner. Arboleda battling. Where they were good in the second quarter, they were able to get some attacking opportunities a little bit inside the key, and they had not been able to get back since. Meanwhile, Mayunga with a chance, and now we'll have an opportunity back the other way. Gainrich threads it through. Here's a chance. Oh, Shank just wide. Second opportunity, and that was blocked in front as Vera tried to score into an open net. Costa stepped in front, got that over to Villela.
Commitment to defending on this way now for Spice. Well done.
Moving right. Vera able to dispossess Diego Maitunga.
Vera's a strong kid.
He is. And Maitunga's he's not that quick. So that does hurt him when he's trying to play that ball through.
Oh, push the game.
And a turnover. Adamar Costa has a man who was right, thought about the shot. It was blocked by Gainrich. Pushed ahead. Tavares got shoved. Good speed coming back by Lewis. He'll take the return pass. Oh, that's a poor one. A chance. Big save, Villela. Oh, he stole a goal from Lozada.
Phil, will we look back on this moment if Spice is able to win the game, tie the game, and say, hey, that was a critical moment?
Oh, meanwhile, here comes an opportunity for Spice City. A rocket off the frame. There was a chance for Morrison. Oh, and he just hammered a guy into the boards.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he's even talking to the ref about that one, Phil. I think that's a foul. That's a foul. But what a shot he had right off the frame right there. What a save by Patrick, man. That's big time.
After taking one in the face back in the third quarter, bloodied his nose, and another huge stop. Keep this a 2-goal game. It might end up being those 2 goals in 9 seconds to prove to be the difference in this game. Right now it is. Villela sent long off DeAndrade. Looks to get it back. Tries to hustle in the corner. Taylor will battle. Knocks that out to midfield. Nice push across for Silva. Silva back to the left side, and they score! Mershad Ahmadi, the New Mexico native, on the return pass, assisted by Silva, and it's now 4-1 Krajisnik.
Yeah, transitional opportunities, Phil. Spice went to press in the final third, sent one number too many. Long ball played out. Krajisnik's able to take advantage in transition. Give and go pass, finds him on the backside, 4-1.
Mershad Ahmadi with his 25th goal of the season to lead Krajisnik. A beautiful pass by Manny Silva, who's got 2 goals and an assist today. The stars have come out for Krajisnik.
Yes, they have. Got to go for it now, Phil. You got to take chances, maybe change the way you play a little bit, commit more numbers forward.
Midfield, Vera. Pressure coming. And that means Villela might have to do a lot more work.
Yeah, that's right.
To try to keep this close. Pass across. Good defense there. Played back ahead. D'Andrade moving it to midfield. Works it back.
Krajisnik thought Patrick reached outside of the box to get that ball.
Yeah. Vitor. Back over Villela. Villela's got some space. He's in a tee up for one. There's a chance. Oh, he threw it into the box. Lewis couldn't get there. Good hustle by Lewis. Got in front of Christian Vera. Moves it back to the left. Off the boards. Now to Alencar. 11.5 to go. Spice City chasing 3, trying to avoid their second loss of the season. She extends the lead if that happens. Still 2 more games to go and a chance to come back and win the division, but it becomes tough. Meanwhile, D'Andrade's shot got blocked. Vera got a piece of it. Now Joao Vitor chipped in. Arboleda back to Vitor. Oh, good play. That was Dos Santos who was able to stay with him and block that chance.
Yeah, Dos Santos has been good today for them.
And Alencar will play it. Substitutions here for Krajisnik. They seem to be content with the 3-goal lead, and they'll just reestablish their commitment to defense and
that's right.
Getting in front of shots.
When you defend as well as they do, 3-goal lead can almost feel like a 6 or 7-goal lead, you know. Tavares has been very good. Dos Santos has been very good. Yeah, Taylor's done what he's need to have done in goal, so yeah, they're bright.
Alencar hasn't been able to do as much as he normally does in a game. Villela, the keeper, out advancing. Keely Sylvester in the corner now. He's got to get back. Villela does. Good work there. Oh, they'll get a foul.
There hasn't been too many fouls.
Since you started seeing the blue cards, it has calmed down a bit.
Yep.
And you said that would happen.
Yeah, it's leveled the boys out a little bit. Taking chances, you're going to have to fill. This game could end 7-1 or it could be 4-4.
Yeah. And either way you look at it, it's a much closer game than what that score is going to be.
That's right. That's right.
Villela off his foot and into the mezzanine. The Animal House here at the Danbury Ice Arena for the hockey games.
Ring of Honor next weekend for you, Phil. That's awesome. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much. That'll be Saturday
here
at the Danbury Ice Arena. Tickets on sale if you visit the Hat Tricks website. Come see great hockey. You're not coming to see me get the Ring of Honor. You might see Sly Daig, Sylvain Daig, who was a Danbury Trashers goaltender in the second season, helped them get to the Colonial Cup Championship in his last season of pro hockey. He will be here. You come out and see him.
Well, I am honored to share a booth with a legend. That's all I want to say, Phil.
Wow. That's kind praise. That's kind praise. I happen to be, I think I was at the right place at the right time to be part of Danbury hockey history, and I am blessed for it. 9:40 to go. 4-1 the score. Off the chest of Ricky Orozco. And back out at midfield, it'll be tended to by Manny Silva, who's had a huge game offensively. Tavares sent through.
Watch the weak side.
Yeah, you had Silva cutting. Nice defense there by Manny D'Andrade. Tavares looks to get it back. Defended by Morrison. Now sent in. D'Andrade stepping in front of the pass intended for Mersad Ahmadi, who scored the last goal for United Elite Krajisnik to make this a 4-1 lead for them as they seek out their 9th win of the season.
Hey, as we know, Phil, it's indoor soccer and anything can happen. The action is crazy sometimes, but you got a feeling that if something's going to happen for Spice, it's going to need to happen in the next few minutes.
I would agree with you. Yeah, I know, and again, I know we saw the 2 goals in 9 seconds. That was serendipitous, really, for Krajisnik, and a break for them. The way they have defended in this game, I don't see them giving up goals that quickly, so you need some of this time to kind of work your way back. Each possession means so much now at this point.
That's right.
Kareem Russell held silent. Pushed up the right side. No call there. Lewis wanted it. You can see now they're trying to step in. They're trying to step in front of those centering passes.
Yep.
From the corner, Amadi. Just the one goal for him today, which you're limiting. I mean, he had 24 entering the game in 8 games. I mean, he averages basically a hat trick per game. Now here comes Spice City back the other way as Candido weakly off the left foot and easily stopped by Taylor. Taylor sends it long, and that one stolen briefly. Nice play by DeAndrade.
Ooh.
Moves it over, and Candido draws the foul against Maldini Gonsalves.
Push the tempo, take your chances now. Listen, whether it's 6-1 or you got to go for it. You got to go for it.
Play starts. DeAndrade has seen a ton of time in this game in his debut for Spice City FC at home.
Yeah, he's really tried to stamp his imprint on the game, so you've seen that at times.
Villela pressured by Vera. Basically triple teamed into the open net. It hooks wide off the foot of Vera. Now pushed out. That allowed Villela to get back. 7:20 to go in this game.
You know, credit to Krajisnik right now, Phil. They're keeping possession of the ball and they're making Spice chase. You can't score if you don't have the ball.
And they're playing exactly what they want to be playing. Well, they are known for their offense and scoring bucket loads of goals. And there's a chance off the crossbar, off the foot of Goncalves. And now here comes Spice City. They seem very content playing this style too. Oh, there's a hard hit along the boards by Vera. That should be a card.
Wow, I was waiting for that blue card to come off.
No, that should be a card. I mean, Vera basically threw Gustavo Candido into the wall.
Plenty of time if you can get things going. Now, the extra attacker is now Junior Alencar, so they'll play 6 versus 5 with this, and they need to, Phil. We've seen it in hockey.
Yeah.
You pull the goalkeeper. But this is kind of the last chance here. You know, if you can't get one, I know there's plenty of time, but if they get to 5 or 6, this is by far game over.
Number 4 has recorded as the 6th attacker.
So 6-on-5, extra attacker here. Joao Vitor. Now Costa doubled in the corner. Back over to Morrison and pushed out to Alencar. Now Russell, hard shot through. Save, rebound, they score! Adamar Costa's got his second. Spice City is still alive.
That's what this building needed, Phil. Starting to feel it a little bit in here now. 4-2. Alencar comes in as the 6th attacker. They're able to play a ball wide, create the overload. Good shot on frame. Taylor's able to push the ball wide, but not wide enough with his rebound. Finish comes. We're 4-2, 6:22 left, Phil. Let's see. It's a game of momentum right now.
13th goal of the season for the Brazilian Adamar Costa. You'll have Junior Alencar stay out there as the extra attacker. We'll see how they start things with possession going to the Krajisnik side. Do you start with your keeper in there and then wait for an opportunity?
Yeah, I'm wondering. I see Patrick kind of outside of the huddle here. My guess is that they do put him back in, Phil, and they wait for some more opportunities now. Maybe later in the game to bring Junior back in as the 6th attacker. Plenty of time left now. You're down by 2, but you got to defend properly. You got to take care of the ball, but now you got to go for it. You really got to push numbers in. And how that all happened eventually was Junior coming onto the field, switching the ball, creating a 2 versus 1, and then the finish. I love it, but we should have been doing that a lot more tonight as well. So, listen, plenty of time still to do it.
Time of the goal for Costa, 8:38 of this fourth quarter. The first goal Spice City has scored since 11:59 of the first.
Yeah, and you're wondering now what kind of changes are going to happen in these next 6:20. What are they talking about? And my guess is it's going to be defend properly, make sure you're tracking on the weak side so they can't play that ball for someone just to slot it in. And when we get our opportunities, can we push the game in transition? Can we get numbers forward? That's my guess, but that's what I would have told them.
Well, Villela goes out to start.
Yeah.
Once Spice City establishes possession again, what Krajisnik has been able to do with their defense, they're trapping so well. And that trap, you can create opportunities to find the open man, but you have to make those plays. And Spice City has not been able to make that play.
That's an outstanding point, Phil. And I'll tell you what, we use that word commitment to defend, and that's what they really have been doing. And you don't just say, when they hit a shot and it rebounds, you see players working their butts off to get back and help defend. That's really good. That's really good.
So getting ready for the restart. 6:22 to go in this fourth quarter. This one has been a nail-biter.
This is what we want, Phil, right? You want to play in big games that have a meaning, that the last 6:22 means something. This is it.
Here we go. Pressure coming right away. Good work, Spice City with possession. They forced the turnover. Dispossessed by Jose Tavares. They look to get it back. Good pass to the open man. In across the line, Amadi. Amadi from the corner, sent through. Jose Tavares lost that battle. Now across. Costa's got both goals tonight for Spice City FC. And work back. 5:50 to go in the game. Pressure near the goal. Out to midfield. Andre Morrison.
Good way to solve that.
Wheels it back. Now over to DeAndrade. Villela will join the attack. Sent over to the right. 5.5 to go. And Villela racing. Back to the bench. Here's the extra attacker. And we get a stoppage. They're going to say he didn't report it. Like, he already had reported as the extra attacker. He should be able to come back in, no? The whistle stop play. Now I wonder, again now, I got to say the off-pitch official was really yelling at the on-pitch official for that. But they're going to call a blue card here.
I wish I understood what for, Phil. I'm not sure. Maybe our public address announcer will bring some clarity to that.
Are they going to say he came in before the keeper was completely off? That's the only thing I can think of.
It has to be.
That he wasn't completely off the pitch.
Oh, they want to look at the video here.
Ah, yeah. I think you have to.
Yeah, let's see if...
Get a second look. Oh, they're showing it. Well, they're showing it right now, yeah. Yeah, he was completely off.
Yeah.
He was completely off the pitch.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
He was completely off the pitch.
Great job by our crack staff up here to get that replay too, man. Brilliant. Great job, everybody.
Yeah, good job by the production team getting that up there. Patrick Villela is pointing to the giant video board here at the Danbury Ice Arena. Well, this is not the first time we've had, and we don't know if this has been overturned yet, but we had something overturned back on what was going to be a goal for Vieira. The goal into the open net beyond 3 lines. It got taken off the board for a 3-line violation. Are they waving it off here? No. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, no, it looks like it is. Adam Costa went over, shook hands with the off-field. Well, there is ice underneath that turf. It was not properly called. But that takes away your momentum if you're Spice City.
It does.
You were looking to establish the attack. and it doesn't get established because of that, they'll get a restart, I would imagine, out of this.
Game's had a little bit of everything, Phil, hasn't it?
Oh, my goodness, hasn't it?
And you expect that when games like that means something. You've seen physical play. You've seen blue cards. Seen goals called back. It's great, man.
5:25 left to go in this contest, and it'll be a restart here for Spice City. The Krajisnik bench now not seemingly happy with things.
Someone's always...
Well, yeah, I mean, of course they're going to be unhappy. They thought they were going to have another power play.
Yeah.
And instead, now you've got Manny DeAndrade showing some emphatic talk, and now he's going to start things up.
Bench dissent against Krajisnik United.
Bench dissent.
Is that just, I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
Never heard of that.
Well, interesting why it's not a blue card, but okay.
Well, they're fine. This is the first game I think they're announcing the fouls here in Danbury. There could have been bench dissent in other weeks. We just never knew about it.
Right, that's right.
I mean, usually there's bench dissent, right? As that one is curled into the open goal. And it's now 5-2 with 5:06 left to play. So an empty net goal here. That one curled right in. There was Jose Tavares, his 6th of the season at 9:54. Well, that's what happens, right? You empty the net.
That's the risk you take when you bring
the sixth
attacker. Not enough pressure on the ball. But I'll tell you what, we talk about the commitment to defend, and Tavares has been tremendous for them today and gets a just reward for that.
So, still an empty net. That one out of the reach of Arboleda. Opportunity here off the facade of the cage. Under 5 minutes to go. 3-goal deficit for Spice City FC. Arboleda facing the double. Try to advance it. You've got Alencar basically back in the defensive zone now. He steps up to take it with 4.5 to go. 5-2 is the score. It was a 5-4 win back in December for Krajisnik. That game up in Utica. Vitor across to Alencar. Oh, he didn't get much on that. Push back out to midfield for Goncalves, and Costa retreating back. 4:10 to go. Costa's got both goals today.
Yeah. He's had a good couple weeks for himself.
He has, and not a lot of opportunities to score today in general for Spice City. They've been pretty limited with good offensive chances. Russell, great shot blocking from this Krajisnik team. Vitor back over. Alencar now. Russell with 3:40. Alencar there. Chip down. Costa sent it through. Just wide. DeAndrade. Rebound off the boards. Step back play. Costa to Alencar.
Well done.
Now Vitor. Vitor! Shot and a save made. Tough stop by Taylor. Now push back out. Good work. That was Russell slowing things up against Tavares. Russell's got it back. Russell caught down. And a penalty.
That's a great job right there. It's great. And that's what you got to do. You're chasing the game. You got to press to win the ball back. When you do that and you work hard, you get good things. Now you get a free kick right here.
3:10 to go.
Don't waste this chance here, though. Don't waste this chance.
Let's see. It looks like Costa's going to go with Costa on this. Well, it looks like, or maybe Alencar will just restart.
Maybe you lay it off right here. Kareem hits a shot, right? Maybe you lay that off right here.
Timeout's going to be called. Smart play by Krajisnik. They have taken away distance opportunities from Spice City FC in this game. They have not been able to get, they haven't been able to get much of anything. They can't get stuff up close, and the distance shots have not gotten through the various levels of shot blockers. You can look at it that way from Krajisnik.
Yeah, and you see constant pressure on the ball, Phil, and it doesn't just start with their defending. or their defenders, it starts with their forwards as well. So anytime you've seen a Spice player with the ball, there's always players in proximity of him. And I really am so impressed with their commitment to defending. Yes, they score a lot of goals, but man, I'll tell you what, we talked about Taylor having a sub-4 goals against average.
That's why.
Yeah, you see why. I mean, it's very good and it's very committed. And when, listen, I know they probably don't train every day, and I understand that. But you see an understanding between those players about what their system is and how they want to run that system.
Exactly. So they continue to work things out. Alan Carr talking with Costa. Try to set something up here for this, really a set piece, I would imagine, coming out of the... What would you set up, Chris? Like, how would you look to work this?
Well, you know what? You probably put somebody other than Kareem Russell on the ball, but you put Kareem in a spot where he can finish himself. So are you laying a ball off for him to finish? We know how good of a distance shooter he is. And do you have players in the box around the goalkeeper setting screens for when there's rebounds? Now, that's what I would do. Doesn't look anything like this, but we'll see.
Oh, looks like Russell might, well, let's see. Is Russell going to start? Meanwhile, coming out of this for Krajisnik, you've got Orozco, Amadi is out there. Let's see, Dos Santos, Tavares, and Silva.
Yeah.
So here we go. 3:10 left, 5-2 the score. Krajisnik on top. Vitor tried to chip it through. Beautifully defended. Played back out. Header there. And chip back.
That's a wasted opportunity, Phil.
Precious seconds coming off the clock. Adamar Costa, 2 goals today. Looks like they'll try to ISO him. Costa through and chipped high. That was not what Andre Morrison wanted to do.
Nah, he was in the right place. Good ball from Costa, but unfortunately Andre kind of hit the way I hit my driver.
We've seen a lot of those shots in this game.
Yeah.
From both sides. A lot of opportunities up close and healing him up over the boards. Long throw ahead. Stepped in front of by Russell. 2:40 to go. Spice City needs 3. Here's Costa. Costa send nearly through. That was defended well by Orozco. Cleared ahead. Valella's back in there. Shot high and out of play.
Probably switch back in now and bring Junior in or no?
Yeah. Yeah, there he is. As he'll wait, now comes back in for Valella.
2:25 left, Phil. You got to go quick. I look back at the missed opportunities off the set pieces. You didn't even ask the goalkeeper to make a save, and those are things that have to get better.
Well, they'll get a chance to work it out next weekend. They'll play in Utica next Sunday, and then in 2 weeks back here to close out the regular season. But now it looks like they'll need 2 in a row. 2:10 to play. Silva. Chance maybe for the hat trick. He gets bottled up along the wall with 2 minutes to go. Taken away. There comes Kareem Russell trying to advance. Back to Morrison. Morrison. Now for Costa. Costa moves it back over. Alan Carr with 1:45 to go. Not much time left. Krajisnik passively just working them. There's a shot. Oh, that was a good opportunity. Diving save by Andrew Taylor as DeAndrade was stopped.
Yeah, DeAndrade found himself in a good space. They played into the target. Good quick turn. Just not enough on the shot to make it hard for Taylor. He did what he needed to do there, Phil.
Yeah, it was low. He was able to make a dive. Couldn't get that maybe up into the corner, which would have made for a tougher shot. But you don't have much time to get rid of that off your foot.
No, especially in that central space right there. To be able to find that little gap is great. Quick turn and finish is good because your space gets closed down very soon.
Yeah, they have not. Spice City has not had much time and space in this game.
No, again, we go back to the way that Krajisnik has been able to defend in this game. 2 goals given up in almost the entire game. And again, I go back to it. It's not just the defenders that are doing this work for them. It's their midfielders and their forwards. This is a group that's committed to defending as 5 up and 5 back. They're getting good communication from their goalkeeper, and he's doing what he needs to do. That's why this game is coming up right now. It's on the short end for Spice.
So just a minute 24 remaining for United Elite Krajisnik, trying to pick up a win. So if you recall, last weekend they lost in overtime in the first game on Saturday and then won on Sunday. So they're trying to pick up their second straight win. For Spice City, this would end what would be a 6-game winning streak.
Yeah.
And just their second loss of the season.
Months, right? So about 2 months, yeah.
Oh, more than that, December 29th. So you're coming almost at 3 months since they last lost again. Now there's been some big gaps of inactivity for the league during that time where you don't see games. It's just a 12-game regular season here in M2.
What fun it's been, though, Phil.
Oh, it's been a blast. Absolutely. So much action, so much fun. A long throw coming out of the timeout. Minute 18 left. Orozco, or check that, Tavares. Tried to get that out in front. Look at him bit off a hand. Spice City ball. Joao Vitor. Oh, nice move to spin around a man. Back to Manny DeAndrade. Final minute. Costa. Long range shot blocked in front. Hopped over DeAndrade's foot. Kicked back. And Costa will play it here in the final 45. Alan Carr is on the bench. And that's probably a sign of...
Yeah, raising the white flag.
Yeah,
now, Phil,
at this point, they'd like to get one more to close out the gap a little bit. Vitor gets it back. A chance. Save made by Taylor. That's cleared out. Costa there.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Inside, outside right there.
25 to go. And it'll come back the other way with 23.9 remaining.
Yeah, you want to send these great fans home with one more real good thing to cheer about, Phil.
Now, Costa had the hat trick last week, 5 points. Down to 15. Patrick Villela. 5-2. Krajisnik looking to hang on to that score for a final. Under 10 seconds to go. Villela looking for the corner. He did not miss by much.
Oh, he began the game with a great shot, and it looks like he's going to end the game with a great shot. Listen, Phil, I'll tell you what. They're going to come up short today. I understand that. But this wasn't such a dominating performance by Krajisnik.
No, not at all. Not at all.
That Spice can't go to Utica and get a result next weekend. They had plenty of chances. They suffered some self-inflicted goals. But at the end of the day, it wasn't one-way traffic in this game.
No. So, in the first quarter, a little bit.
Right.
But after that second quarter, Spice City started to get some momentum. That handball really hurt.
Yep.
Because that would have changed the flavor. Thrown to midfield. Costa runs out of time.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Phil. They have every opportunity to bring the game back here on April 6th for it to mean something. When they go to Utica, I wouldn't be surprised if they can't get it together, learn from the few mistakes they made here, and get a result there. Full credit to Krajisnik today. They came in with an agenda, and man, they stuck to it. They were brilliant. But it wasn't like this was one-way traffic and that Spice can't go to Utica and get a result next weekend.
Well, here's the deal, folks. Next week, if Spice City can go up to Utica, win that game in regulation, in 2 weeks on April 6th, the division will be on the line here in this building between Spice City FC and United Elite Krajisnik as we get handshakes down on the pitch at the end of this one. That'll do it for the entire team. Once again, the final score, 5-2. Krajisnik picks up their 9th win of the season. And for Spice City FC, they fall to 8-2 on the year. Their 6-game winning streak comes to an end. For Chris Legates, I'm Phil Jubileo saying so long. You've been watching Spice City FC Soccer on YouTube. Good night, everybody.